But like, no one seems to care about taking a life anymore. I mean, when I was a kid, if someone got murdered, it'd be front page on the papers. It's just now it's just they don't care.
What do you think is the biggest problem facing Londoners right now?
It's violence. It's violence, robberies. I mean, you just got to walk around Islington and into central London. You'll probably see about 4 or 5 mobile phone snatches within 10 minutes.
I've seen some really, really traumatising things that I'm terrified of my preteen leaving the house. It's getting to that age where he wants to start going out with his friends and I can't let him.
This Thursday, Londoners will head to the ballot boxes to elect their next mayor. So we've been speaking to people from across the city to find out who they'll be voting for and what issues matter to them.
Probably Labour. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Because it seems like the least worst of the options. Today,
we headed to Islington, where people were concerned about crime and soaring prices. Are you going to be voting on Thursday? And who are you going to vote for?
Tories.
Why?
Because I hate Mr. Khan. I hate everything he's done and he's ruined London.
How has he ruined London?
Just everything. It's the traffic, the congestion, the charges, everything. It's just knife crime, nothing's happened to that.
There's so many points to go across, there's so many cons, negatives and stuff like that, but I definitely ain't voting Sadiq Khan. That's one thing I definitely won't be voting.
Why is that? Do you not think he's done a good job?
I just think the geezer makes more promises than Cadbury's puts out chocolate at Christmas time, to be honest with you.
No, I just think it's all full of promises. I mean, like, knife crime's ridiculous in London. And
do you think crime's one of the major issues?
If people are getting killed, then yeah. Plus, there seems to be no deterrent for these kids now. They don't care about taking lives. It's just sad. It comes from summer, I think it goes back. They got, like there's no things for children to do anymore. When we was young, we have like youth centres. We was out dancing. We were, playing run-outs in the streets. But nowadays, there's no social life for them. And I don't know if personally, I'd like to bring back national service.
So, do you think that the Mayor of London does anything useful?
Nothing.
He's a wanker.
Thank you. Like, whereas I used to just go out when I was younger and I'd be like, I'm going down the park, and my mum would be like, yeah, that's fine. Can't do that with my kid.
What are you scared might happen to him?
Knife crime, acid attacks, just everything. Like, there's adults with mental health just run freely around the streets because there's no fundings in mental health with the NHS nowadays. Like, it's too much drummed into people now. It's got past it.
As in, what's too drummed into them?
That crime is okay and you can get away with it, because they do. I'm not voting, no, because it's all going to end up the same result.
Like shoplifting, for example. I see that every week on social media, and that makes me angry. Or people pushing through the tubes in the gates, that makes me angry, because nothing happens,
So you think they should look at lower level offences and coming when they're called?
Well, everything. But this is the thing. If there are bigger things to deal with and there's not enough resources going around, then can't blame them.
And there's always like the stabbing that happened, was that this morning? That's always a concern. I think there's a lot of stuff from the Tories blaming Sadiq Khan for the increase in crime, but I think, I don't know if there's other factors as well as things that he's brought in.
So he's promised to put more police on the streets. Is that something that would make you guys feel safer?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I feel like it's more just like part of the symptom, and I feel like prevention would be better. But I don't know. I also think it's different for different people and like different groups of people. I feel like some people might not feel safe with more police,
Quite a few of the candidates have said they want to get more police on the streets. Is that something that would make you feel safer?
I think more police, but then the police themselves have got to behave themselves better than they have done.
Yeah, depends what they're doing.
Do you trust the Met at the moment?
No.
I think I would do for myself, but if I was maybe from a different demographic background, I probably wouldn't.
Are you going to be voting?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I don't know who I'm going to vote for yet.
Who are you leaning towards?
I do like Sadiq Khan. I prefer. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Probably Sadiq Khan.
Why do you like Sadiq Khan?
Because I prefer Labour to the Tories. Probably.
What do you think Sadiq Khan's promising that you're happy about?
Gosh, he's encouraging culture, right? I think, from my understanding.
And also just promoting diversity.
And what would a candidate have to promise to get your vote?
What would they have to promise? They wouldn't have to promise anything. They would just they'd have to look to me to not be the worst candidate. That's my level. Yeah.
Do you feel like that's what it's come to? Just pick the.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone out there that's like really appealing to me or to a lot of people. It's just kind of not choosing what you. It's choosing what you don't want.
Is there anyone you definitely wouldn't vote for?
No.
It's all to play for.
It's all to play for. The table's open at the moment. Yeah.
I can't actually remember the name of the candidate, but my view was that I couldn't vote for the Tories because I don't want the Tories in power anywhere. I don't think Sadiq Khan has done a very good job as mayor, so I voted for Lib Dem.
Okay, so is that Rob Blackie?
Yes.
Hey guys, London's elections are on Thursday. Are you guys going to be voting?
I've already voted.
You've already voted? Who do you vote for?
Mayor?
Yes, for Mayor.
Sadiq Khan.
Why did you vote for Mr. Khan?
Because he's done a brilliant job of making the clean air and all the rest of it, and I like his politics.
What are you hoping to see for him in this next term?
I think something to do with housing, making that easier for younger people too, but just the supply.
What would you like to see from a London mayor?
Continued focus on tackling environmental issues in the capital. I live in South London where the traffic is an absolute nightmare, so a bit more focus on some solutions that actually help, because the LTNs have not. My local council is Lambeth, which is £1.01 billion in debt, and they're spending 20 grand on parklets, which irritates me, so I would like to see that not happen.
And what about you? You've still got a couple of days to make up your mind. Who do you think you'll vote for?
Never a Tory, but jury's out.
What do you think is the biggest problem facing Londoners at the moment?
Oh well, definitely just the cost of living. Rental prices are massive. Salaries aren't up to the level of sort of inflation we've seen with rents and just living costs. So I think that's a huge challenge for most people.
I would say rent, housing, lower rent.
Oh, money.
Money?
Yeah.
As in not having enough of it?
Not having enough of it. Is it inflation? The things are too pricey. Being able to live here, work here. I think London's become... I don't even know what word to use. Do
you think it's got better or worse?
Absolutely worse. I think it's got worse, 100%, yeah. It's especially just before COVID, I think it's made it impossible for people that's like being brought up in London to now stay and live in London.
Crisis this and crisis that, and I'm still going to have to pay £1.50 for a loaf of bread. It lasts me 5 seconds.
Do you think that mayors are out of touch, or any politician?
Yeah, he's got too much money. He doesn't understand what it's like to have nothing. You go hungry because your kids come first. Absolutely. But no, he wants to take things away from everyone. He wants to literally... Parents can't buy a new car and pay thousands and thousands of pounds. For a car, they can't, because it's an electric car. But he can go in his pocket and get what he wants. But he expects everyone else to be able to do that. No. You got money, they don't. Stop being greedy. Take a pay cut and put money back into London, into Britain. Thank you.
Hey guys, London election on Thursday. Who are you going to be voting for?
Binface, Captain Binface.
Captain Binface. Why Captain Binface?
Croissants, he's bringing the price down.
And that's a matter close to your heart?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the size of it. Love croissants.
Do you think other Londoners would agree that croissants are the biggest problem?
Maybe crumpets will be up there.